I'm amazed. They told me I'd have to tell y'all to sit down and be quiet. Yeah, thank you. My name is Rico Newman. I'm a member of the Piscataway Chiefdom, principally of the Choptical band of the tribe. And as an elder, which I'm still trying to get over, it's my duty to welcome you to this land in my language. Any Algonquin speakers in the audience? Good. So if I make a mistake, nobody will know it. Weligishku. Nulilento meli piakwa. Ni kuya Jose na winge. Chop de kon och Piscataway-Conoy Tribe. Basically, what that is traditional greeting. We like to fantasize that it might be the first words that the colonists heard when they first landed on the shores of this land. And speaking of this land, where this building stands today, is on one of our principal villages, which was known as Nakachtank, which means the place at the water's edge to trade. This entire land, our homeland, we call Yakio-Kanahagai, which means land between the points, which actually are waterways. And it always amazes people that interview me, that I talk to, that we did not name water. You blink your eyes and whatever you were looking at is gone. So how are you going to name it? It's water. But today we know that boundary is the Potomac River, the Monocacy, the Patuxent, and the Chesapeake Bay. And the land that surrounds is our homeland. Since the advent of a process that we know today as earth justice, social justice, the idea of land acknowledgement has gotten traction. And it's a good thing. It's good that we acknowledge that nobody bought this land with them from any place else. It was here, occupied, lived on for thousands of years. And as Chief Billy Tayak would say, and we're still here. Some of us are modified condition, but still, we're here. I think that they gave me 5 minutes, and being a former speaker for the tribe, I got that title because I don't stop talking. But with the duration of 5 minutes, I figured that the best way for me to get the idea over about land acknowledgement would be to repeat words that we helped put together for the former governor of Maryland, Governor Martin O'Malley. And from that discussion that we had with him about this land and acknowledging it, he put together a proclamation, and I think that his words express the idea of land acknowledgement much better than I could, without probably boring you to tears or putting you to sleep or watching people hit the back exit. And I'll just read 2 paragraphs from this. Whereas the Piscataway Indian Nation, the Piscataway-Conoy Tribe, which includes the Cedarville Band of Piscataway, the Choptical Band of Piscataway, recognized and indigenous in the state of Maryland. The lands and waterways of the Piscataway extend far beyond the state. The areas currently understood as lying within Prince George's, St. Mary's, and Charles counties can be considered the core of Piscataway homelands. And for many, thousands of years, the deep relationship Piscataway people have to these lands and waterways constitute a significant part of their cultural heritage through to today. And significant places within these areas include archaeological, historical, spiritual sites that are integral to the expression and transmission of the living cultural practices and beliefs of the Piscataway people. Still gets me when I read that. And he goes on to thank those of us who helped put this to get the state to come to an acknowledgement about these homelands. Although much of it today is covered with concrete, asphalt, etc., we still acknowledge what lies beneath, the Earth Mother, Yakio. And we always, in our ceremonies, give blessings to Hakianishka. And we all know this place, and I see many cousins here in the house that will know Turtle Island, but I won't go all the way out to the continent with you. But in essence, that's what we try to get across, that the land, what lies beneath, what's under this building, what's under everything in what is known today as Washington, D.C., the state of Maryland, Virginia, is the land. And we need to respect it. Because if we don't, as one of my Iroquois brothers said, if you don't know how to raise food, you're in big trouble. And if the land won't support you, we're gone. But then, I hope.